Teaching Reading 1. The first step is prediction. Use the title, pictures, and introduction to start students thinking about the topic. What do they already know about this? What do they predict will be included? You can use either the book's preview section or create your own questions. This section should not be skipped as it gives students context for what they are about to read. Weekly tests often contain the question, "What kind of reading is this?" This should take 2 to 5 minutes. Step 2 is finding topic sentences and scanning. Many readings have the topic sentence first, but not all. If it isn't first, ask why the author chose a hook or example instead of starting with the topic sentence. Have students highlight numbers, names, and transition words such as but, so, first, then, and because. The weekly vocab words are bolded in the text. Have students note how they relate to the topic of the text. Depending on the length of the essay, this should take between 3 to 7 minutes. Step 3 is making an outline. After identifying the topic sentences, make an outline on the board for each paragraph if applicable. You can use full sentences or keywords to create this outline. The students will use this to help them find the answers to the reading questions. Depending on the essay length, this may take between 10 to 15 minutes. Step 4 is reading the questions. One of the biggest mistakes students make in classwork and on tests is they don't read the directions. Get them in the habit of reading the directions before the questions. Ask students CCQs like, "Are we reading for the correct or incorrect answer?" Have students read the questions and highlight keywords. Look back at the outline and have students guess which paragraphs will contain the answers. Many students will try to work ahead, and we need to stress that slow and careful produces better results. This should take between 2 to 5 minutes. Step 5 is answering questions. Give a time limit to encourage students to scan and only focus on sentences where the keywords are located. Always have students compare answers in pairs or groups and explain to each other where and why they chose these answers. Use monitoring to identify which questions students found difficult. Finally, take oral feedback on answers and write them on the board. Take a close look at difficult questions and again have students discuss their choices and why one is better. Step 6 is reading for meaning. This is when you should read slowly and carefully. It is an opportunity to ask CCQs about determiners like most and a few, transition words, and time order words. You can ask students what WH questions the paragraph answers and identify examples and details which many students find difficult. Ask students which examples or details support the main idea best and add them to the outline. Depending on the essay length, this may take between 15 to 20 minutes. Step 7 is making inferences. This is the section students dislike the most. Answers are not written directly in the text, which causes frustration for students who have traditionally learned to memorize and regurgitate information. Most of this skill focuses on logical connections. Always cover the information in the brown box and complete the first example together to model what thinking process is necessary to answer the problems. Step 8 is expressing opinions. Many test questions for speaking and writing are from the Express Opinion section of the book. This is a good opportunity to get students speaking about their opinions and experiences. Have students answer these questions or ones you created in pairs or groups. At the end, have a few students share their ideas with the class. Remember not to take sides or state your own opinions for culturally sensitive subjects. Step 9 is checking predictions. After you finish all the Reading 1 sections, go back to the student's original predictions. This is a good way to review the most important ideas and wrap up the lesson.